Automata and long part last time, 2 hours at least. But yeah, we're still playing as 9S and did a couple of side quests, and we did two of those resource collectors. And 9S is slowly going insane, and yeah, it's just one more sad tale after another. Then eventually he overloaded himself and ended up getting healed, where I headed up getting him healed at the resistance camp, courtesy of Popola and Devola. Who now are getting more get exposure in the game, which is kind of surprising because originally they were almost nowhere to be found until very late into, I think, Path A, like very late. And now we have this. Then they started getting more and more prominent, and now they're practically main side characters at this point. Okay, so where are we heading? We have to head to that one in the theme park. Oh, and there's the 4S with his side quest, and Lord knows when that quest is going to be finished. I honestly don't know when. So we gotta go to the theme park now. Mail already.
Mail notification received from access point.
Probably another humanity correspondence. Wonder how 9S is gonna react to how the theme park is now. No reaction. Oh wait, I think I already was here as 9S, but he didn't say anything. Ugh. The mournful, sad music. I'm like level 50... No, level 66. I could have sworn Judy told me I had to be at least level 90 before I could take that rabbit-headed one. As for the reward for doing it, I don't know. I don't know what the reward is, though. Leveled up again. Nice. The last one.
This is the Resource Recovery Unit. Now activating defense mode.
Your defense is pitiful.
Over and over.
Well, path to the theater's been cut off indefinitely, at least via the main bridge.
Language again.
This reads God box.
God, huh? What are these machines doing talking about gods?
Before it was meat, then soul, and now it's God. Well, so much for mind. Then again, I think God pretty much fits the whole theme of where the game's been heading all this time. This didn't happen before. Yeah, there was no loading screen originally. Whoa!
Why did the machines attack Pascal's village? Aren't they all the same?
Unknown.
Well, aren't you helpful?
Proposal. Unit A2 should gather further data on the current state of machine life.
Hello, and thank you for choosing Tower System Services.
Huh?
We've got some very exciting news for everyone today. There's only one lock left to remove from the tower cell. And in order to retain for your faithful patrons, whoever dismantles the final substance will earn a special prize. Good luck!
What the
The
heck?
hell was that?
Large structural unit of machine lifeform origin activated to the east.
A large what now? What the heck is going on around here?
Unknown.
Well, let's go check out this large structural unit.
And there was mailed. Let me guess, we gotta go to the theme park, huh? I was right. Huh, so we've switched back to A2. Finally. So this is taking place at the same time. First, let's see the mail. Way bored. Says Emil. Hello there, I'm kind of bored on my mind over here, so how about swinging by the store? I got some pretty good stuff on hand. Probably. Ugh. Really? Well, I guess we gotta go find him then. How those high heels have not collapsed over years of use, I have no idea. Speak of the devil. I really hate his music. Oh, there he goes. After him.
Report. Mail notification received from access point.
More mail. Might as well. Okay. Fishing info. Thanks for stopping by. Fishing. Oh, I ate whatever I could get my hands on to survive. Didn't he already send this before? I don't know. My favorite of art jangling. There's a rule. I already read this. I could have sworn I did. Okay, comments came up. Hello. Oh, where did he go? Okay, let's see what he has. He just has chips. Wait, what is this? 20% chance and 40% of damage taken to stealth back to the enemy. Oh, that could be useful. Shockwave, resilience. Taunts range player and enemy attack power. Why would I risk that? Short circuit, huh? Well, he doesn't have any actual weapons, but he did have some new stuff.
The customer is always right at a meal soup.
Yeah, and this customer wants you to turn to a different tune. Like, for God's sakes, please. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh. Much better. Yippee-ki-yay. Back to the sewer again. Going the same way as before. Where's the Ninja Turtles when we need them? I could use their help in saving the world. Unfortunately, we need to get a freaking dimensional portal machine. Okay, the further entry into... Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, it's fine. I thought it was broken down before. But now we can keep going in. I don't know what I'm thinking. I feel like there's been more subtle changes to the environment than I remember. Oh. Another cutscene. We switching the 9S or what? Yup.
Alert. Excessive combat activity will put unacceptable strain on your body.
Shut up!
Negative. This support unit is assigned to Yorha Unit 9S. As such, being concerned for said unit's well-being is a requirement.
Whatever.
Yup. He's got a few screws loose. No pun intended. Can't blame him, but still. Whoa. Okay, we got boxes. Give him the explosive treatment. The box was a trap. It's a trap! Hackety hack hack. Whoa. A lot of booms. A lot of balls. Ow. I meant to go for the big one, but very well. Okay, what's the next challenge gonna be? First resource collector was all melee. Second one was all hacking. This one seems to be a bit of platforming thrown in the mix. I forgot that that triangle's hacking for him for some reason. Ugh, the electric spike ones. Oh. They made the jackass challenges such a nuisance before. Now I can just overpower them. Apparently shooting also gets rid of the spikes. Never knew that. Whoa, worm. I hate the worms. Fuck you, worm. Destruction is my job. What does that trophy refer to? I'll figure it out later. Whoa, this one's something. Looks like a giant screw. I'm guessing it refers to destroy a certain amount of machines or something. I don't know. Oh no, a suicide bot. That's not good. That's not good. Why is it... Oh. Oh, got him. The suicide unit. Surprisingly, he's staying up there instead of going after me. Unless it's a different unit entirely. Hello. Oh no. Shit. Ugh, close one. Who's next on the chopping block, I wonder? No enemies, huh? That's new. Just like that, they're letting me walk in? Nothing? That's an odd, difference for this room. Wait, did I pick that one up? Good, got it. Just in case. I still need pure water, I still need rubber. I need that to upgrade my other pod units. Whoa. This is elaborate.
Model 210.
What?
Operator?
She's alive. And possessed. Not good. So she survived the bunker. I did not expect that.
Oh no. So this operator model is...
Affirmative. Operator 210.
Crap.
Volunteered to undergo Type B equipment transition during previous descent. Sent to front lines as Unit 21B. Recorded as missing in action 4 hours later.
So 2B's operator got killed up in the station while 9S's converted to a battle unit. Well, she fell like they did. Possessed and turned into a puppet. That sucks. Getting turned into a mind slave. Having no control over your own actions.
Operator!
Coordinate data. Location specified. Please keep reserved.
Oh no.
Mission related. One affirmation. Well. Supplies.
Shit.
Yeah, that's like the worst situation you could ever imagine. Your friend or loved one being possessed by an outside force, and you can't do anything about it except to try and either snap them at them and failing that, forced to fight them, and, well, at worst, kill them. That's such a sucky situation. Oh. Oh no. Yeah, I remember there was a side quest where where I did collecting duty in the desert, and she was curious about the concept of family, and now this. Now she can't do it. She's been robbed of her life. Oh. A2. Had to do it.
A2.
2B told me. She told me she wanted you to become a good person.
You... Don't you dare talk to me about 2B!
Uh-oh. Another boss unit. Good.
Analysis. Your high unit 9S is still alive. Query. Why would Unit A2 be concerned with the status of Unit 9S after turning on your hub?
Shut up!
Auguste. They're carrying buckets on their head. They don't want me to kill them. Sheesh. Well, that was a quick boss fight. Justice trophy. Pod 42, contact initiate between Pod 42 and Pod 153. Pod 153, what does it matter, Pod 42? This protocol is not an interface intended for conversational use. Acknowledged. However, this pod has a confidential transmission for Pod 153. Pod 153, understood. Begin transmission. Pod 42, an error has been detected in the transmission network between Pod 42 and Pod 153. Hypothesis. Said error is fragmented data caused by deterioration of the transmission environment. Huh. It may be so. However, it may also not be so. Message unclear. Clarification requested. After repeated information exchanges between multiple pods, an unexpected phenomenon has occurred. So it's a loading screen, but it's been interrupted by dialogue between the pod robots. The pod drones. We pods have developed unusually protective feelings towards support targets 2B, A2, and 9S. Query, could this be our will? Yeah, they're getting smarter and protective over the androids they've been programmed to service. Definition of will is unclear. Will is the question of whether pods are capable of their own self-determination. Even if it were possible, such actions cannot be abided. Successful mission fulfillment is all that matters. Whatever the case, we tactical support units have a duty to see this through to the end. Duty. Huh, you sounded like an android just there. She didn't sound like a pod just now, right there. Agreed. But just as androids are influenced by humans, so are we tied to our creators. Perhaps. Pod 153. Do not die. The concept of death has no meaning to tactical support units. However, your expression of concern is appreciated. I also hope that you do not die, Pod 42. Yeah.
Physical check complete. Memory check complete. Maintenance mode complete. Yorha Unit 9S. Activate.
How do we get all the way out here? Whoa,
Good
skid
morning,
mark.
9S.
Am I...
Analysis. The enemy structural unit collapsed during battle. Unit 9S suffered damage from the fall and was placed in emergency suspend mode. Fall location was deemed too dangerous, thus said unit was transported to current location. All system checks and reactivation complete.
Operator.
Operator Model 210 is deceased. Black box signal not found.
Oh.
There's nothing we could do.
Situation report.
Tower access authentication key acquired.
Key 1.
The required number of authentication keys have been acquired. The tower is now open for investigation.
We also got a mail call, so let's see what it is. It's probably another Council of Humanity correspondence letter. I'm willing to bet. Either that or it's a meal. Yeah. Inbox. Oh, I guess I already read it. Anything on the unit data? 83. Transport resistance so I can walk straight over there. So I guess the pod just picked him up and dragged him over to the entrance. I would like some new health stuff. What was this? Bullet detonation. Oh, it's new plug-in chips. Time slows when near enemy projectiles. Combos continue while evading. That might be useful. Does it matter which one I pick? Not sure.
Challenge subunit access granted. Challenge subunit access granted.
That was easy.
Challenge subunit access granted.
Easy peasy.
Congratulations! You've unlocked all of the subunits. That means a special prize is waiting for you inside the tower.
How much you want to bet the prize is bullshit?
To serve you.
Alert. Enemy caution level rising.
Uh-oh.
Cause is most likely concerned over Unit 9S gaining access to tower.
Out of my way!
Heh.
Damn it! They won't stop coming!
Alert. Allied signal detected.
Allies?
What? Popola and Devola?
You?
What are they doing here?
9S, we've been expecting you.
They are involved. My gut was right.
The two of us will take things from here. You need to open the door to the tower.
Or are they? I'm confused now.
Devola? Popola? What are you doing?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Remember your promise?
What are you talking about?
Come on, 9S. Hack in while you can.
None of this makes any sense!
We'll explain everything once we're inside.
I had a gut feeling early in the game when I ran into them again that they were involved somehow. Whether or not they were bad or not, I couldn't say. And I want to hack the door, but he's auto-targeting everything else.
We've got this, 9S. You just focus on hacking.
Well, for old units, they definitely got moves. Come on. Almost there.
You need to hack the tower lock open.
I'm working on it. Oh. Okay, it's shielded.
What's this barrier?
Analysis. It is part of a closed defensive system.
Well, how do I break it down?
Hypothesis. Unit 9S could permit his self-consciousness data to lose control. The resulting energy surge has an acceptable probability of temporarily paralyzing the barrier.
That's almost as bad as not going in at all!
Okay, so what do I do?
What happened?
It's the barrier.
Popola!
No, don't! You can't do anything! The wall's got a self-closing
Enough!
algorithm!
Devola and I, we have to atone for our sins no matter what!
But if you do that, your circuits will...
Devola! Right.
Devola!
I hope
Now, are they alive? Are they dead? I hope they don't die. I don't need any more bodies to the pile. Please. Oh, please, game. Okay. I do kind of wish that those two were in the plot a little more from the beginning of the game. Because they really started putting on importance onto them. Data records discovered for units Devola and Popola. Do you wish to open this data now? Yeah. I want to know what's going on. The desert. A dusty wind kisses my cheeks. Buried in sand, we press forward one step at a time. We have nowhere else to go, after all, because our models, the Devola and Popola models, are defective. Ugh. So they're Microsoft 8. Transitions in the project's initial phase. When first we woke, there were still people. They had flesh, egos, emotions, souls, and they issued us a single order. Function as observers of Project Gestalt. They were involved in Gestalt? Well, shit, the plot's just going even deeper. This is the sole mission of the twin Devola and Popola models. It is the only reason we exist at all. We were the latest model, though many companions shared our appearance. There was a sparkle in all of our eyes, a sense of pride at having been entrusted with humanity's future. And yes, there was anxiety as well. But we existed as a pair. We shared destiny's burden as a pair. And because of that, all hesitation was swept away. Each pair was given their own cities as observation areas. We were ordered to guide the replicants with our own hands. The replicants. All for the sake of the promised time that would one day arrive. We were the only ones who could handle such a duty. We were observers, after all. Watch out. Devola staggers and falls in the soft yet unforgiving sand. I hurry to her side and sigh with relief when I find she's not seriously hurt. Are you alright? Sorry, sis. Guess I spaced out there for a bit. She smiles, the same wry smile I know so well as she rubs gently at her leg. It is wrapped in a white bandage. Your bandage is coming undone. Here, let me change it. It's alright, Popola. Come on, we have to go before we lose the light. We won't be going anywhere if sand gets into that thing. Now quit whining and hold still. I'll be quick. Devola grunts and turns away. I take it as consent. Soon we are resting in the shade of a nearby rock as I pull the bandage free. Artificial skin, torn and bloodied, peeks out from beneath the bandage. So, the androids are like the Terminators. They're machines, yes, but they're cybernetic in terms of having human-like skin and blood over their endoskeleton. I believe a Binary Domain had a similar thing going for it. Very underrated game. Recommend it. Ugh, another game with a sequel I want for it. Judging by Devola's current lack of ambulatory control, I imagine the circuitry underneath has been damaged as well. Taking a deep breath, I check the circuitry to see if it can be repaired, place the bandage, and hope for the best. As expected, wiring in the nerve circuitry has been damaged. Replacing it will require new connectors as well as some tools, none of which is easy to find in a desert. Sorry about this, sis, mutters Devola. That wry smile again. It kills me every time. Don't you dare apologize, I respond. You've done nothing wrong. I calmly change the bandage, trying not to let my worry show. I make it as tight as possible, so no sand can slip inside. It's all I can do until I get the proper materials. But that's going to be a tall order, considering our current condition. I'm sorry, sister. Okay, now you're apologizing. We both apologize, while insisting the other's apology isn't necessary. That's cute. It's kind of funny in a way, such a trivial exchange under such circumstances. We laugh together, the sound echoing out across the desert, before being stolen by the cool evening wind. Report regarding the increase in relapses. There has to be some way to prevent relapses. Devola's sharp voice echoes through our private quarters. You must be quiet, sister. The replicants will hear. They wouldn't understand even if they did. That might be true, but regardless. Annoyed at my hesitation, Devola crosses her legs and scowls. The black scrawl took another victim, she says. That's 3 this month. It's spreading way too fast. Black scrawl, is that a virus of some kind? Sounds like it. Let's wait and see what happens. I'm tired of hearing you say that. Her shout makes me jump just a little, but enough for her to notice. Seeing that, her eyes suddenly open wide. I'm sorry, sis, it's not your fault. I shouldn't have lashed out like that. It's okay, I understand. It's all going wrong. You can feel it too, right? When I was first assigned to Project Gestalt, I was over the moon with pride. But now my chest hurts just to think about it. If it were to fail... Before we knew it, the replicants had gained a sense of self, and the black scrawl started raging out of control. It moved fast. So fast. Like a wind. Like a turd in the wind. Oh, Venom. Oh, Venom. Oh, my expectations for that movie are lower than the Greek underworld. I hope it's good. Anyway, Popola and I would go to the observation room and act like it was all day. We'd talk to the replicants as if we didn't have a care in the world, but at night we'd just hold each other and share the horror of it all. So what, did they witness the end of humanity or something? I'm glad you were with me, murmurs Popola. I couldn't have handled being an observer all alone. We were able to endure because we had each other. I reply softly. Did the humans see this coming? Is that why they made a twin model? Were they really so clever? Were they really so cruel? I couldn't have done this by myself. I would have descended into madness. I simply couldn't bear such a burden all alone. When I get the chance, I'm going to try contacting another city, she says. Maybe these abnormalities are a localized phenomenon. Well, if what we've heard from the rest of the game is any indication, it seems that is not the case. So what I'm getting at is these two were what, observers for, like, cities and regarding other android units or something to that extent. And they placed him in other cities as well. But then they all went nuts and, well, basically Terminator iRobot or whatever happens, and they all go, well, you know, I pray that's the case, I reply. Even if we're of no use ourselves, things will still work out if the other observers can pull through. Don't worry, it's going to be okay. But it wasn't okay. Nothing was okay. All thanks to a pair of Devola and Popola models from another town. Oh. The wind rubs my cheeks, the sand grazes my skin. It's grown cold out here, so what? We're juggling between both the past and the not-so-far-away past. It's grown cold out here. We walk with renewed purpose, hoping to make up for lost time. Devola loses her balance every now and then. It gets bad after a while. I slip myself under her arms so she won't fall again, and we press on. Is your leg alright? Well, I doubt I'll be dancing anytime soon, but yeah, it's fine. She smiles as she says this, but I can tell she doesn't have much left. And yet she continues to smile, also I won't worry. I remember when our resistance allies injured her leg. I was furious, beyond fury. I wanted to scream and cry and lose myself in it. But then she smiled, and all of that rage just drifted away. To think we have the same face, yet such different smiles. One day, I realized how she reminded me of the martyrs I had seen in old records. That was the day we decided to leave our town forever. Record of Project Gestalt's end. Our role as observers ended on the day Project Gestalt collapsed, all due to the actions of Devola and Popola models from another town. With the original Gestalt lost, humanity was doomed to an inevitable extinction. Knowing this, we gathered what remaining replicant data we could find and launched it to the surface of the moon. So they sent the last data of the human genome to the moon. They were the ones that oversaw the extinction of humanity when their fellow units went mad and gathered up what data they could and sent it away, and that's when the other androids formed Yorha and so on and so forth and continued this proxy war. This very, very long proxy war. And though success was as unlikely as finding a lost sand grain in the desert, we still had to attempt it. We still had to try. We were androids, you see. Protecting humanity was our instinct. Other androids, beholden to that same instinct, began to direct their hate at the Devola and Popola models who'd snuffed out humanity. It started small, a few offhand remarks, the occasional glance, but even the smallest things have weight, and with enough of them combined, that weight eventually becomes a boulder. Emotions boiled over, remarks became jeers, and soon enough, my sister and I were the perfect target for persecution. At first, we simply accepted the fact that our friends turned on us. It was almost unavoidable, I suppose. We were observers for Project Gestalt, after all. And while we didn't cause it to fail, the people who did, well, they looked just like us. So blamed on association, not an actual deed. So we accepted it, we took the resentment and scorn we endured. Because as crazy as it sounds, I think we actually felt responsible. Yeah, guilt by association. I'm not a big fan of that. It wasn't their fault. It was another pair of units that went mad and pretty much caused the last bits of the end of the world to happen and humanity to go poof. So it's not their fault. That's like me blaming Jews for communism when really it was just a couple of nutsacks known as Karl Marx and Vladimir Lenin responsible. Like, no, I mean, I'm Jewish, I'm prideful in it, but at the same time, I'm not going to consider, myself and as a whole because somebody of that same or similar background caused pretty much probably the greatest human political threat ever to exist in the 20th and 21st century. Anyway. We moved from town to town in an effort to avoid persecution. But in one such town, my seemingly infinite patience finally broke. Well, it's like blaming all Germans for the Holocaust when one Austrian was responsible. My sister Devola met with unprovoked violence at the hands of a resistance member. She said something in response to his taunts. Something quiet. And though her words were ambiguous, he slashed her leg nearly in two. Oh. Hands of a resistance member. Oh great, Antifa caused her suffering. Ugh. My vision narrowed, everything went red, and then she smiled at me. It's okay, sis. There's nothing we can do. But it was too late. My emotions were no longer in my control. I suggest chanting Azarath Metreon Zenthos. Where's Raven when you need her? Ugh. I'm simply not strong enough to stand aside and let the most important person in the world come to harm. Damn right you shouldn't. Devil and I left town that same day. Violence like that wouldn't stop. It was going to happen again. And it wouldn't be coming from just one person. So rather than let them kill us, we ran. I guess it was the greatest resistance I could muster. We lose the sun as dark clouds gather overhead. We continue our march. A cold wind blasts us, stealing what little body heat we have left. I smell rain in the air. We continue our march. Sometimes we hear animals howling in the distance. It makes us flinch every time. But we continue our march because even this is better than suffering at the hands of our fellow androids. Why must we suffer this persecution? I know we're the same model as the androids who doomed humanity, so I understand that part. At least a little, anyway. But at the same time, we're not them. We're not the same. We are who we are, and that Devola and Popola were who they were. That's how I felt when I saw Devola being hurt. I wanted to shout it at everyone. I wanted to scream. As far as I'm concerned, there's only one Devola. And for her, there's only me. No one can take the other's place. Rain falls from the sky to try and retain heat. It's cold now, much worse than the searing heat of midday. But we just smile at each other and keep pressing on. There's another camp on the other side of the desert. A new camp. That must be Anemone's base. If we can just get there, I can finally fix Devola's leg. And yet I wonder if there's anywhere on this planet that will take us. Hey, what's wrong? It's nothing. Don't worry about it. I do what I can to suppress the anxiety in my chest and keep walking. The rain grows worse. It lashes at us without pause. Is this our punishment? I reach out. Support. I need to choose, and someone's at the... Oh, never mind. Nothing. I'll go with this one. Touchy-feely. The rain flows down her cheeks like tears. I reach over and gently wipe it away. She smiles, but seems surprised. There's no point in doing that, you know, she whispers. But there is. I love you. Oh. Because I swore to myself that I would stay with her forever. For that is the fate. We twin androids have been assigned. Is that it? I want to play as them now. Seriously. The failure to Pod 153, the failure to manage the area resulted in the collapse of the Gestalt system. Which led to the decimation of the human race. Due to the discovery of its instability, the twin system was removed from future android production designs. Following the incident, the Devola and Popola models were not dismantled. However, in order to prevent further unexpected behavior, they underwent a memory wipe. Furthermore, they were reprogrammed to generate constant feelings of guilt.
That is all that remains from their personal record during the era in which they were referred to as administrators.
I see.
Query: why do the androids Devola and Popola seem to prefer death over surviving alone? There was a very high probability that at least one could have escaped.
I hope you never have to understand.
Affirmative.
Crime and punishment trophy.
Query: why does this tower possess an entrance at all? All material transport takes place via aerial vehicles. It is irrational for an infiltration route to be so easily accessible. Hypothesis: entrance is a trap.
That is highly likely.
I don't care. I just have to kill them all.
Okay, we are entering in some major Devil May Cry White Castle underworld level shit right here. And I think that's an appropriate place to take a break for now. Investigate the tower. Okay, it may not seem long, but it definitely felt long, especially with that large backstory that I stumbled into. Like, sheesh. I honestly wish the twins were in more of the game. I feel like there could have been more with them. Hell, you could have had a game all into itself about them. I hope they survive. They were pretty good fighters. So yeah, I'm gonna call it for this part and come back later this evening, see where we go from there. But yeah, this is it's really going down a rabbit hole. So there was a big project of just AI project that I guess involved collecting the remains of humanity or whatever, and then you have the replicants, which I'm guessing were my androids of some kind. I need to look it up. Actually, it's throwing around a. At first, I kind of thought I understood where it was, but it's kind of throwing terms around where I'm like, I gotta check the source first to get the full story. But basically, humanity's doomed. Genome is little more than a data byte at this point. That's on the moon, and androids are all that's left in their form. And of course, you had the alien attack, which did not wipe out humanity. They just came after the fact, and that was used as an excuse by the androids remaining to basically have a purpose, I suppose. So, I'll be back later with more NieR, and hope you've enjoyed the story so far. I'm certainly enjoying it, even if it is getting very, very tragic, and I'll be back later. Phew.